This is Tara Carr with Tara Talks for KDIV 98.7 FM. I am joined with DeShaun Artis, Alli Kinsey, and Lo King. This is 3 of the 7 members of the Liddy Committee. Welcome.
Yay.
How are y'all doing today?
Doing well.
Great. Well, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So a few weeks ago, you guys launched the LIT Scholarship. And that's LIT, which stands for Learning, Inspiring, and Transforming.
Yes.
So, just what made you guys decide to start a scholarship?
Yeah, so we started it. We launched it on October the 1st, but we've been working on it for a minute now.
Okay.
And so we're the Liddy Committee. First of all, we're a group of 7 friends who all went to college together. We all graduated at different times. And by last May, we had all graduated.
Yeah.
And everybody had a job by last October. So we're very excited for everybody to have a job. And we kind of
Gain employment.
Yes, gain employment. And when we were in college, we took trips together. We went on a spring break trip to Las Vegas together. And even after college, we went to visit Allison in Memphis. We've done a different couple of trips.
Yeah.
And at this point, everybody had a job, so we were like, y'all, we should do a young adult trip. We should just take a trip together. We all have some money now, so let's do this. And so we started planning the trip, and we had phone calls about the trip. And then one of our friends brought up the idea, we should have a double purpose to this trip. We should get there and start talking about how we can give back in the form of a scholarship. And everybody was like, okay, scholarship.
We can do it.
We can do it. Yeah, we don't have much.
We just gotta plan.
Yeah, we got to plan it out.
Yeah.
And so we planned a trip to Denver, Colorado. We went February 2017, and that's when we officially commenced to start talking about the LIT Scholarship.
Okay. So I think everybody knows maybe the Urban Dictionary definition of lit.
Yeah.
But what does lit mean to you all, and why is this scholarship lit?
I believe the scholarship is lit. Just like I said, it stands for learning, inspiring, and transforming. And I think that's what we all have done throughout our friendship. First of all, from when we first met. Yeah. DeShaun was a mentor when we were freshmen.
Yes, I'm the oldest one of the crew.
Yeah, he is.
Barely.
But I think just our friendship has transformed. I think we all have learned a lot about ourselves as young adults since being in college and since we joined the adult world.
Yeah.
And I think we just want to inspire other people to go out there and be yourselves, but also give back.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I'll also add that, while we were in college, we were all really involved. And so we were always giving back. We were mentoring. So that's something that is very close to all of our hearts. And so that's where it stems from, too.
That's awesome.
And lit also, it means having a good time.
Yeah.
So we're all about...
we have a
Having
good
a good time.
We're about studying, we're about involvement, we're about mentoring, but we're also, when you see us out on campus or in Fayetteville or in the world, we're having a good time. So we're like, lit can have a double meaning. It doesn't, it doesn't just mean I'm turned up. It means I'm doing something.
I'm living life.
That's awesome. I love that. So you said you met in college, but how did you meet? How did the friendship form?
Well, I would say we really all met through lit organizations. So organizations that were already learning, inspiring, and transforming us, So whether it was through Debutante or Rock Camp or, AKA, we all really formed this bond.
Lauren.
We
all revamped SAS. So just different RSOs on campus kind of brought us together. So.
And, when you're involved, you link up with other people who are involved in the Trailblazers. So that's
Rock Camp was really a big one.
It was huge.
Like she mentioned, I'm a school year older than them, but so I was a mentor when they were freshmen, and then they became mentors, and we were all co-workers. And then I think 5 out of the 7 of us were Rock Camp mentors, right?
Yeah.
Me, you, Shar, and Micah.
Yeah,
so that's 5 out of the 7. So Rock Camp was brought a lot of us together, and then other organizations, like they said, SAS and other organizations just kind of brought us together. So really being involved.
That's awesome. Yeah. So what are your hopes for the scholarship? What do you want the impact to be?
Allison?
Wow. So really the hopes are that we just keep expanding. So we have a brunch that is scheduled for homecoming weekend. Shameless plug. We're partnering with other organizations, that are really pushing entrepreneurship and, really getting involved with the, our young Black community. So STEM is the New Black, and a few other different organizations in Northwest Arkansas that are really trying to make a difference.
That's great.
So that will be November 3rd or November 4th from 11 a.m. to 2 at All Things things posh in
Okay.
Fayetteville, you can get your tickets on Eventbrite. So
That's awesome. Okay.
And I think we definitely want to expand it. We're starting small, you know, we're kind of promoting here, but we want it to be nationwide and maybe even international one day, because you know, all startups start pretty small. And we also want to invite people. We call our vacations lit getaways. And so one day we want to invite people to come on these lit getaways with us.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, like,
we have a good time.
So we want to start by giving back and then saying, hey, you know, you can travel on a budget, because we definitely do it on a budget.
Because adulting is hard.
Exactly.
You got to be on the budget.
That's definitely a part of it. Like we all made this transition within the last 2 years, and so it's really kind of, we want to give money back, of course, but we also want to tell our story and tell how do we do it. We're not, you know, super successful yet. One day, but just the small success we do have, we want to show people, you know, how do you transition from college to the real world.
And what has the response been so far?
Oh, it's been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it surprised us because we were kind of nervous. We were like, okay, y'all ready to drop the video?
Well,
We were working on the website. It was like, you sure? So
Is it ready?
Like, is it ready? Like, and we dropped it, and it was just like, wow, like we got followers, views start coming in. People are like, okay, you know, when's the application gonna drop? Like when? So it's been overwhelming, but it's been a good overwhelming.
We've also had a ton of people like just wanting to donate to our scholarship.
That's good.
People want to contribute, and it's like, okay, we're working on that. We I don't think we were expecting this.
We did it. We
So,
had no idea.
We announced it officially at the Convocation Step Show. Me and Jasmine Block, another member of the committee, we were on stage and we said, hey y'all, we have a surprise. Follow us on itslit.scholar on Instagram. And I got off the stage and we had basically 75 new followers just off that announcement.
Wow.
And so we're like, okay, wow, now we really gotta
we gotta follow through. We gotta do it.
We gotta make this
That's
happen.
awesome.
And then once we officially did launch, people have been, like they said, reaching out, wanting to donate, and which is coming soon.
Okay.
Coming
All right,
soon.
I was going to ask. All right.
Coming
Okay.
soon.
Well, let us
Right
know.
now it's all private donations, but we'll get y'all a text right off y'all.
So speaking of donations, in the video, my favorite line is, of course, Lo saying, we are reaching into our already empty pockets to give back. And so my question for you, and I think a lot of people's question is, why didn't you wait until you were rich, whatever that means, to do this? What made you decide to go ahead and say, we're just fresh out of college, but we're going to go ahead and start this now?
It's like, why wait?
Yeah.
It's like we can, like we said, we like to have a good time, so we spend our money on what we like to spend our money on. So we all came in agreement with a single price that all of us feel like we can afford. We had several deadlines, don't get me wrong.
Several missed deadlines.
But it's just like, it's just a little bit that counts.
Mm-hmm.
It's 7 of us, so if all of us contribute a certain amount of money, we could have a decent amount of money. I mean, it may not be able to do much, but for somebody who doesn't have it or somebody who needs help, we just feel like, you know, we just give it. Because we can give it, and we probably should give it. Because it's like, why wait until, you're rich or you have a whole bunch of money when, I mean, like we said, a little bit goes a long way. Everybody's trying to donate. So it's just like our little bit, like they say, the faith of a mustard seed.
Come on, mustard seed.
This little mustard seed that we put in, hopefully it'll grow and move mountains.
I love that.
It really did inspire, because it was, like she said, we're all blessed and fortunate enough to have, you know, we can pay our bills, and like we're not going without, and so we're like, you know, we do have a little extra, so we, you know, let's put it together and do something and hopefully inspire somebody, because we are still recent grads, so they can see, hey, you don't have to reach this height of success before you start to give it back.
I love that. So who is the scholarship intended for? What's your target audience, and what are the requirements?
Allison? Me? Okay, so our target audience are current college students. So we really want to target current college students, because that's where we
struggled the most.
That's where we see we can probably help somebody, because there are plenty of scholarships. I think once you get to college, that's the hard part, staying there.
There you go.
Like maintaining that money. So we want to make sure we're targeting current college students, but we also want to target students who maybe they lost another scholarship. So our GPA requirement isn't super high. It's a 2.25 because if you
life happens.
Life happens, and, you
absolutely.
know, but just because you have a 2.25 doesn't mean you can't still graduate from college. And so we want you to be able to, maybe you lost the lottery scholarship if you're from Arkansas. We want to be able to help supplement that. And we're also looking for a lit individual, somebody who's, we want them to be smart, learning, inspiring, and transforming, but have some personality.
Yeah.
A part of our application process is a video, and the question is,
like
who
that.
are you and how are you lit?
Yeah.
Like, we want to show, have a little pizzazz about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
pizzazz.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And so, what's the deadline, guys?
November the 27th. That is the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Okay.
So we giving them,
So you got a little time to go home.
Yeah.
be with your family.
Be with your family
Yeah.
and work on this.
Yeah, get some
Yes.
creative input,
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't want it to be due too soon.
Yeah.
So give you some time to actually think about, how you're lit and what you're doing out
Yeah.
here.
And then we'll hopefully announce it December, January, so they'll have it for the spring semester.
Yeah.
And then get the ball rolling on the next semester.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you guys would like to add?
I will just say that we are all truly, truly blessed to have,
We are.
encountered one another and just to have the positive impact that we do have on each other. And we're constantly pushing each other forward.
Yes.
So you always got to thank God for good people.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It hasn't been easy. We've been planning this for months.
It hasn't.
It's been,
It hasn't.
working with your friends is very interesting.
It can
I
turn
bet.
you
I
out.
bet.
Because we all have the same goal and same cause,
Sure.
but
We have different visions.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It's like a business, and it's
Yeah.
like it's a small business we're starting, and we're just excited, and
We want people to apply.
we want people to
Sorry.
apply. Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. Thank y'all for even giving us this platform to talk
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. More information is available at itslitscholar.com. This is Tara Carr with Tara Talks, KDIV 98.7 FM, the voice of the city, the voice of diversity.
It's lit.
We got another. Is it over?
It's over.
Let's say we always say it's not just any old scholarship.
It's lit.
I can't believe we didn't say that.
I know.
That's our tagline.
I was just